My name is Sheri Zoratti. I am a 2016 Carlston Family Foundation Award winner, and I teach English at Santiago High School in Garden Grove, specifically AP Lit and ERWC. It was the right choice. I went to your school, and I majored in business, administration, and marketing, and I did work in business for 12 years, and that was good for me. That was something that I would never trade that experience in for anything. I got to travel a lot. I got to learn a lot. I learned a lot about technology that I didn't know before. Meeting people, all of that was good. But when I finally made the decision to get into education, and that was, the decision was in part due to my mother becoming very ill. And I was about to jump to another company work, travel, long weeks. I would have been away from her. But I had time to reflect and what did I want to do with my life again? And so I made the decision to go back to school and to get my credential, become a teacher. I did make the right choice. I can feel it. There are days that are tough, I won't say that, but I definitely feel like this is my home. I found what I was meant to do, and I can see the influence or the impact on the kids. And that's what it's all about, really. When I was doing my business stuff, I know I was helping people in some ways, run their business better with our software or whatever we were doing. But to see that one-on-one and to watch them thrive and watch these arcs that they go on in their lives as they go off to college, and they keep coming back and they let us know how they're doing, and just to be able to have that kind of an influence on a young life is amazing, and it's the right choice. We've kind of talked before at my school about the first 4 years being like the really vulnerable years. And I know for me, the first 2 years in particular were really difficult. I was surviving, I wasn't thriving at all. I was struggling, and I kind of felt like I was a little bit of a crazy person. I'd kind of like to go back and apologize to those kids the first couple of years for not being all that I should have been for them. But somewhere along the way, I kind of just figured out that my teaching persona didn't have to be something different than who I was. And once I started bringing myself into the classroom more, my sense of humor, little sarcasm, but light, gentle sarcasm, music that I like. I play music when my kids come in every day, and when they leave, real music, Stones. And they come in, and I greet them at the door, unless I can. There are times when you can't do it, but I try to welcome them in, and it becomes like a home for all of us. It becomes a fun place, a comfortable place. They're smiling when they come in. They're getting a hey, and we have our greeting every morning, good morning, first period, good morning, Mrs. Zoratti. And there's just like a good vibe that starts. And once I did that, even though that isn't about the actual curriculum, it just seemed like a lot of those classroom management issues that I was having this first couple of years kind of faded away. I didn't have to think of management as a separate thing. It was just, this is what we're going to do today. And everything just kind of started to come together. I could put my lesson together and know that we were going to actually achieve the objectives for that day, and use all the strategies I learned about proximity and questioning and inquiry and all the things that we want to do to be good teachers. But it happened once I was able to, bring my personality into the classroom again. And I think that's something important for teachers to realize, is that you don't have to be this, rigid, don't smile till Christmas kind of person. That's not the kind of environment that makes kids thrive in a classroom setting. I think in part, finding someone to collaborate with. This is back before collaboration really was a thing, and now we actually have it built in the schedule, which is fabulous. And we have professional learning communities coming together and really supporting each other. But at the time, it was kind of, here's your classroom, and here's your textbook, and good luck to you. We'll check in and evaluate you sporadically. And I was really lucky to have someone at my school who happened to teach the same 2 preps I did at the time. It was 9th grade and 10th grade, and we had the same conference period, and we just found each other and would laugh and talk about the things that happened in our classes that were kind of crazy. And we didn't call it collaboration, but we really were. We were venting a little bit and sharing, and then all of a sudden ideas started coming, and we found a way that we could actually transfer, like, hey, I teach 9th grade in the morning, you teach it in the afternoon, let's swap our lessons with each other. And somehow along the way, just that comfort started to grow in knowing that what I was doing had validity to it. And it's kind of a soft thing. I can't point to a certain moment in time when I started feeling like myself, but it just, I think, feeling more comfortable in your work environment and having someone that has your back and knowing that, hey, this person thinks I'm competent, and maybe I am. And maybe I can let the kids know that by actually, bringing that to the classroom and bringing my personality in. And it just seems like there's like this little magic that happens along the way, and you create a positive environment.